Hello everyone, my name is Dorna. Today I want to talk about my first milestone of my project. The first project is about Torjan horse. First of all, I want to tell a story. And I want you to imagine that you're sitting in front of your computer playing a game of online chess. Suddenly, a message appears on the screen. You have won an all-expense-paid trip to Greece. You click to get your gift. An alert. Torjan horse detected. You wonder, what is Torjan horse anyway? Well, a long time ago, in what we now call Greece, there lived a people called the Achaeans, and far to the east was a great city with big, domed, high walls. The city name was Troy. The Achaeans come from all over Greece and gathered outside the walls of Troy to lay siege to the city, trying to capture it. And for over 10 years, they tried to break down that big door. But the Trojans resisted, and that big door remained shut. Now 10 years is a long time, and the soldier began throwing down their weapons. They missed their family, and they wanted to go home. Luckily, one of the Achaean leaders, Odysseus, had an idea. They built a giant wooden horse to offer as a gift to the Trojans. The Odysseus hid inside along with the other soldiers with the rest of Achaeans' army, took the cover of the site. The next morning, the Trojans looked out of the enemy camp. It was deserted. The Achaeans had failed. All left was just a giant wooden horse at the edge of the camp. The Trojans were overcome with joy at having won the war and decided to bring the gift inside the city. One old man tried to stop them, but the Trojans ignored the man's warning. They took the wooden horse downtown and started the party. Late that night, after the Trojans had fallen fast asleep, Odysseus slipped out of the Trojan horse. With his band of soldiers, they opened the Troy's big door and let the rest of the armies get in. And today, our Trojan horses just waiting out there on the internet, hoping that we're opening the big door to our digital services. But now the question is, what can really a Trojan horse do these days? Once they get in your system, they are having lasting consequences on your device. They can slow down your device, they can make your performance weak and damage your system. They can open a backdoor to control your device remotely. They can record your keystroke to steal your password and your information that are sensitive. They can download additional malwares like viruses and worms. They can encrypt your file and demand a payment for the decryption key. And I think the more scarier one is that they can activate your microphone and webcam to watch you without your permission. Also, they can turn your device to the zombie, a computer zombie, and they can control your device by any cyber criminals and attack your device and commit fraud. Two questions left. One of them is that is Trojan horse technique is illegal, and the second one is that how can we learn that we got affected by Trojan horse? For the answer of the first question, I should say that no, it's not always illegal. But also, interestingly, although the most Trojan attackers are malicious, they're not always criminals. In some cases, law enforcement agencies are exactly doing the same method for legally getting access to the information, digital information, relevant to the criminal investigation. The second question that comes to our mind is that how we can understand that we got affected by a Trojan. Unfortunately, detecting a Trojan is not that much easy. Even the antiviruses, the advanced antiviruses are struggling with finding and catching these Trojans inside the system. But there must be some warning signs that help us to understand that they might be an virus and there must be an issue inside our system named Torjan. One of the common signs is when you are getting frequent and excessive advertise on your system, or when you are losing your control on your keyboard and your mouse, or any sudden change in your screen color, orientation, and resolution. In general, any unusual computer behavior can be one of the reasons of the Torjan attack. So in conclusion, we should take these red flags serious, because it might be a Torjan, and Torjan might be an ancient, but its digital counterpart is alive and dangerous. And I advise you to stay vigilant by stop downloading unknown links and using trusted antiviruses and etc. Thank you for listening to me. I hope you enjoyed my presentation. Goodbye.